David Horowitz, editor of Front Page Magazine and a website that is not only this one, but also, I can't remember the name of it, Discover the Networks. Yeah, okay. Discover the Networks. It is fantastic if you want to find out who's connected to who and what is going on. Discover the Networks. Please look at this website. All right, so David, this is the trick that they have been using. They just shout things that whether they're true or not, if they can stage like a die-in, and they can call somebody a racist or whatever, they have won. You're saying now if the right will use these tactics, the left won't know how to deal with it.
Oh, exactly. I mean, you're inverting the whole paradigm, and the left will be caught off guard. Actually, this is what Saul Alinsky argues. You catch the other side off guard. But it's exposing the reality. The reality is that liberals, so-called, are not, of course, they're not liberal, they're socialists, they're intolerant, and leftists and progressives are the oppressors of minorities and the poor. They control all the big inner cities in America, and they have for nearly 100 years. And these programs they're putting in, they run the schools as a jobs program for adults. There's millions of poor black and Hispanic kids whose lives are being destroyed by their policies, and they don't care.
I was out in Florida, and I spoke to at least 25,000 people, and I said, the politicians are more afraid of Acorn and SEIU than they are the average American, because there's something to this, community organizing and organizing for America. Do you think it's worthwhile? Because I was going to have I'm having a convention series around the country this coming year, and I'm going to do education on a lot of things. I'd like to talk to you about it, actually. But I'd like to have an education on a lot of things, and one of them is, how do you become a community organization or a community organizer? Is it worth doing that for to be able to get the people in Washington to listen to you if you can do it without corruption and the hookers and the pimps?
Yeah. Well, look, the left and the right are not parallel at all. It's the creators and the destroyers. The conservatives are creators, and they're mainly doing what you're preaching. They're building businesses, although now it's very difficult to build a small business, and they're doing constructive things. So you're not going to ever get them into an army the way the left. The left.
I have to tell you, David, I think you're wrong. Hang on just a second. I have to tell you, I think you're wrong on that. I had so many people come up to me and say, Glenn, this is the last few months of my business. I've had to lay off all these people. I can no longer compete in this this atmosphere, etc., etc. I can't get loans. I think you have a lot of really creative people that are seeing the destruction not only of their business, but also seeing the destruction of their country. And I think you've got some mighty powerful entrepreneurs that have some spare time on their hands.
That is the way you will mobilize them. If they see a threat to everything that they have, which is what they're seeing now, then they will be mobilized. This is what happened during the Cold War. Conservatives came together. The coalition was forged around anti-communism because the communist movement was a threat to everything that they believed in. And you have to understand that this modern left, what you call the progressives, which is, my parents were card-carrying communists, they always called themselves progressives, they belong to the Progressive Party. It's the same battle, and it is, these people are totalitarians. They think they know what's good for you, and they're going to control you to make you do what they think is good for you, even if you don't want to do it.
David, got to run. Thank you very much. We'll be back in a second.